What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today is day 59, the end of 59 of my 120. But if you've been following along each and every one of these videos, which thank you if you have been, because I know some of these are just some rants, you'll know I had a little confusing thing going on in my head about the exact days here. I think somewhere in my first day or two I missed a video because of the schedule changes. I'm pretty sure I missed at least one video. So I think today might actually be day 60. We're still gonna say day 59 of my 120. But in my heart, I'm gonna tell myself it's day 60 because I think it is. On that note, I've talked about some of this stuff already, but I'm gonna reiterate for a reason that I'll explain. Before that, me and Josh had a conversation the other day on his day 60 about how between like day 60 and day 70 is the worst, because you're halfway there and you're creeping into your third month. Like I've said, there's the realization of you're 60 days into 120, you're halfway there, what an achievement, but the realization of you have to do everything you just did again. Luckily for me, this trip has actually been a whole lot smoother in my own mind compared to my other trips. It has a lot to do with the crew, a lot to do with this rotation of the watches that we've done, because I started here on the noon to midnight, then I did a month of day work, which actually helps time go by a whole lot faster. Being a deck maintenance guy, it can just be monotonous and soul crushing when you do it for 4 months straight like I've done. But to just do it for a month, the second month, to just speed through that and now be rolling into my third month is nice. On top of now I'm midnight to noon, which is my favorite watch, and then my last watch will be again noon to midnight. So the hardest part is completely over. But the discussion for today, onto that. I know I've talked about it, I'm pretty sure I've talked about it in another video. And just to make another video and reiterate, because of Charmaine at home, another little side thing basically. I know I've made this video, or something like this video, and I get a lot of questions about it. And now today, back home, Charmaine took a placement test down at the college because she's getting ready to try to get back into taking some classes. Now she did a placement test, and I told her to study for it, not excessively study, but to study for it just to refresh her brain, because it's been basically 10 years since she was in school. And now the questions that I get from you guys is, you know, what kind of preparation do I need before going into the SIU apprenticeship program, and what's the placement test? Because when you apply for the program and you get accepted, a part of the application, you have to go to your nearest union hall and take a reading and math placement test. Now, a lot of you have asked what the test is like, you know, what's in it. I honestly can't remember exactly, because it's been like 4 years now since I took it. But I know before I took it, you know, I was at a high school for like 2 years, and I had a friend who was currently taking college classes. I had her help me just refresh myself on simple stuff that I had forgot. And that's where I told Charmaine to do it. I told her just to study and refresh herself. Yet she had other advice from other people saying, don't study at all. Take the placement test, because whatever you place in, then you'll get put into that class and you'll be able to relearn stuff. And that was the key part, is relearn stuff. Now, like I said, I didn't tell her to excessively study, but I told her just to study to refresh herself, because a lot of the time I find, with me taking tests, and I'm sure with most people taking tests, especially if not even with tests, but with anything you do, if, steering on the bridge or whatever, like when I'm steering on the bridge, because a lot of the time, when we're anchored or not doing exercises, like right now, I honestly haven't steered in, it's been like 8 months. So, it's like riding a bicycle, as soon as you get on, you know how to ride the bike. But even for me right now, I would probably look over my helm commands just to refresh myself. And that's what I suggested for her, doing this placement test. And I asked her, now that she took it, she's saying she might redo it. And I asked her, was there questions you came across that you should have known, but you just forgot the equation or forgot how to answer that problem? And she said, yeah, and that was the big thing. She's coming across questions that she knew, and she knew that she was supposed to know how to do them, but it's been so long she just forgot. Now, back to SIU and the apprenticeship program. There isn't any preparation you need to do for the program itself once you get there, like preparation before you get there and start taking classes, because they're going to teach you everything you want to know. If you don't know a single thing about mechanics and you want to become an engineer, you don't have to know anything. You don't have to study anything, because as soon as you get there, they're going to teach you what you need to know. Now, for the placement tests, I've had a few people basically kind of worry about the placement tests that you have to do during the application. And it's not, from what I know, it's not necessarily a pass or fail. It's literally a placement test. And even the guys that got low test results in that, the math and reading, the only thing that happens is, if you get low results, when you get into the program, they require you to do after class study hall for an hour, which is really a benefit for you, because you do all your classes and then you have an hour of study hall where you just meet with another teacher and walk through the lesson. They give you extra assignments. Now, I was not required to do the study hall, but I went to the study hall with them, and I would collect all the extra assignments. I didn't stay for the study hall, but I would collect all the extra assignments that the study hall teacher was giving, and I would use that as extra study material. Now, for the placement test for the apprenticeship program, the answers I have given most of you guys that have asked about it is simply, because I can't remember everything that's in it, but it's simply refresh yourself on, adding and subtracting should be pretty easy enough, but refresh yourself on adding decimals, subtracting decimals, dividing and multiplying decimals, and then the part that I wanted to stress the refreshment on, blah, 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 was the fractions, because I honestly couldn't remember how to multiply and divide fractions. And I know there's like a whole peanut method that I was taught in school, where it was like, you create a peanut and you like, say, I don't even remember now, but you multiply like across, and then, or you flip them and then divide across or something. I can't remember that stuff anymore because I don't do that every day. But if I would have went in without refreshing myself on that kind of stuff, then I probably would have got a lower score, and I would have needed to go to study hall. Yet, there's little to no math necessarily needed when you get into the program that you can't do without a calculator. You're always going to have a calculator in life. You should know how to do these simple stuff. I should know how to do this simple kind of math equation stuff, but I don't do it every day, so I forget. So just like I told Charmaine, I'm going to tell you guys, before you take any test in life, but before you take the SIU apprenticeship program, placement tests at your local nearest union hall, you don't need to study because it'll actually benefit you if you place lower in the test. But if you do study, which there's no harm in studying for anybody, if you do study and just refresh yourself, you'll be thankful you did, and you'll be surprised how easy the tests come to you, the answers come to you in the tests, because you refreshed yourself on these simple equations that you already know you know, but we forget. We forget the things we don't do on a daily basis. But we already know these things. You just have to do it one more time. You just have to get on that bicycle and start to pedal, and you'll remember how to ride the bike. That's basically what it is. Hopefully I should be getting this package real soon. Being that we are anchored here, I'm able to get packages. I've never got a package before, but I had Charmaine send me a package, and I don't know all of its contents, and I'm going to be sharing that with you guys sometime soon. It's going to be a little reveal, so look forward to that. I'm looking forward to that. If you haven't already, please subscribe, please like, share, comment, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Alright, I'm out.